King Zyle. King Zyle. King Zyle. Alright, so see, I didn't know what video I was gonna make today, so I decided that I would drink some coffee and try to think. And then, because coffee is a diuretic, I had to use the bathroom. So I lost a lot of time, but luckily, there is something that came out very recently, no explanations, nothing at all, that just, it plopped down to me. And as happy as I am to have a video, I am so livid that this is a thing in this game. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about this. I just wanna know why. I don't want to know. I don't care who made it. I don't care when you made it. I don't care where you made it. All right. I want to know why. Why did you do this? Why? All right. If you guys don't know, all right, if you go to the weapons in the crowd shop, you might notice a few new things that I have never seen in my life. Now, here's the thing. All right, dude. Here's the thing. There's a lot of broken garbage here, but they just added, I think, a level 1. I don't know when they added this, but I saw this now, and I'm gonna make a video on it because I've never seen this before in my life. This Maycast stuns your enemies for 2 turns. And you know what? I'm not even gonna go to the next one before we even talk about the other one. Why don't we do this fun little thing called let's compare it to the non-pay-to-win items so that, you know, we can see how stupid this is. As you guys can clearly see, and if you can't, I don't know what's wrong with you. This is a very, very broken weapon. The only thing that you're trading off to get basically a game handed to you if you PvP with this thing is the fact that you lose a little bit of damage. If you, by the way, if you're like an ice wizard and you want to lose like 7 damage for this, I honestly recommend it. I don't know why this is in the crown shop. I can't explain to you enough how stupid this is. I don't know what it is. I genuinely do not know. At the end of the day, this is the stupidest thing ever. I feel like I've been making a lot of videos about pay-to-win items, and it kind of disappoints me that something like this dwarven crossbow is in the crown shop right now, especially without announcement. I don't understand why they would put basically a free Medusa, a 0-pip Medusa, right? Like, let's just be honest. Very few people use Medusa for the damage. They use it for the utility, right? I don't know why this is a thing, especially because some people, if they're first, you're telling me you can literally first round wand hit, right? Even if you're second, you can first round wand it, and you can get 2 free turns. You can literally strike into another hit if you really wanted. I think this is one of the most game-breaking Maycasts I have ever seen in my life. I don't think anybody is questioning whether this is broken or not. I genuinely think this is bad for PvP. Now, let's move on to the other thing that they added to the crown shop. And now this is for, sorry, this isn't for level 125. So they, you know, they made it slightly less broken. Oh wait, no they did not. They added a Maycast that literally steals your pips. If you're in a match and you have 3 power pips, you have 6 pips worth of damage ready to go, you're telling me that for 0 damage, 0 pips, 0 anything, nothing but chance, they can steal all of them. I don't know how this works utility-wise. I really hope it's not stealing the whole power pips. I really hope that it just steals normal pips, like, you know, because otherwise I don't understand. But I don't understand why either of these were added to the game, because I think both of them basically just give you the win for doing absolutely nothing. This completely shifts the tempo of the match, and this makes it so your opponent is as good as DDoS for 2 turns. So they're basically helpless because they decided that they didn't want to spend 6,400 crowns on a wand. There are so many ways that you could have made this update where it wouldn't have been, in my opinion, a pretty awful addition to the game. For one, you could have made it so that there was, I don't know, an actual announcement. I know I touched on this earlier, but I cannot stress this enough. I really think that King Zyle should avoid a pattern where they add things that are potentially potentially game-breaking, if not at least game-changing, without even a simple, you know, like, note. You know, like, I don't remember seeing anything on the Twitter. There's definitely nothing on the login page. And if it was posted anywhere else, like the forums or anywhere else, a lot of people don't check those. So I think putting something like this without announcement is a crazy idea. So, I mean, just my first response, in my opinion, just like when I see these two, like, broken-ass wands added to the crown shop, I think there needs to be some kind of, like, I don't know, notification system. You know, something that kind of works like YouTube. Hit the bell, hoes, hit the bell. Nah, but, like, hopefully it works better than YouTube, because we know how much those fail. But, like, I don't know, anything something's added to the crown shop, maybe there should be, like, something that pops up, maybe, like, a little number next to it, so you actually know that there's something there, maybe only even when it's usable for you, so you can avoid affecting a lot of people who don't want to see that. If there's no, like, transparency, then you could basically just add whatever. It's not publicized. Nobody can actually give you proper feedback on it, and then people are getting ranked for the short time that something as broken as this is there if you decide to nerf it later. Now, on the topic of the wands themselves, let's just start off with the double stun. I think I've already explained to you why it's broken. I don't think it takes a genius to understand why just because you don't pull a stun block because of some RNG shouldn't mean that you lose the game because you can't, you know, respond to your opponent's attacks for 2 rounds. I feel like that's pretty obvious why that's really dumb. But I feel like a Maycast like that should 100% be no PvP. And the thing is, it's not like wands haven't given things that are no PvP. We have jewels that are no PvP. We have cards that pets have given, like the Guardian Spirit pet, that became no PvP. There's a lot of things that have become no PvP. So I don't understand why this Maycast can't be no PvP. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but in a previous video, there was a Maycast Tempest wand that is going to be coming to the Spiral soon in the form of a bundle wand. And what they did to that is that they capped it. So basically, they capped it in such a way that the Maycast was basically like, if you did get a Maycast Tempest, it would be capped at like 500 damage. Something like that, where there's a limitation on it, is always something I think I prefer. Because a Maycast should never hurt you, right? At the end of the day. I don't think a Maycast really has the ability to hurt you. So no matter what, it's going to help you. It's your job to decide how much it helps you. I genuinely think there needs to be a cap on how this works. Maybe this works only when you use all of your wand hits. So at least maybe it gives time for the stun block to happen. That's just one idea. But if you are going to keep really overpowered Maycasts like that, I think you should follow the same pattern that you have in what seems to be a future update that's coming, and somehow nerf it in some way. I will say one thing about this wand. I don't think, compared to this, it's actually broken, because there's no square slots. That's a huge deal to me. I think when you have 2 square slots, and you compare it to the craftable wand that basically everybody uses in PvP, at least you see that there's some trade-off for it. So I don't think it's actually, like, stat-wise a good weapon at all. But I do think, obviously, the Maycast is broken, and I don't like when Maycasts ruin games for people. But here, at least, you know, for the level, I don't see the stats actually even being worth it to use. So I don't think we'll see this that much. But I do think that what I see in this Maycast is a very, very dangerous thing that I really hope they avoid in the future. I don't think Maycast steal pips should even be a thing that they pursue. Either put a no PvP symbol on it, or make it so that, I don't know, it steals 1 pip at max. What? I don't even know, like, there needs to be an explanation for this. I have so many questions. How does it work? I'm not gonna spend money on this. I don't wanna encourage them, so I'm not gonna do that. But I wanna know, when does it choose to do more than 1 to 3 pips? You know, like, is it random? Is it random chance? Is there a way for us to know what this chance is? I feel like one thing I really want to know when it comes to Maycasts like this is, 1, what is a cast rate? I want to know that for all of these. But also, I just want to know, like, for vague spells like this, what is the chance of 1 pip being stolen? What is the chance of 2 pips being stolen? What is the chance of 3 pip being stolen? That's another thing I think is really important, because this might not actually be broken for the stats that it gives, but because there's no transparency, much in the way that it was announced, there's no way to really know. Now, obviously, I think my ideas are pretty sound. Either slap a no PvP, nerf it by limiting it somehow, or if it really isn't that overpowered, then give us more information so we know how to properly react to it. I think the reason why these things keep happening, especially when it comes to Maycasts, is because Maycasts are fun. let's be honest, and this is something that I don't think I've said in previous videos, but there's something about getting a mate cast that gives you an adrenaline rush. It's like gambling almost. Like when you win, it lands on red. When you place it on red, it's really awesome. You know, sometimes you bank on a mate cast, it goes your way, and there's something really magical about that moment. But here's the thing, I think there's no reason to lose out on that if the mate casts are tested. I think one thing they should definitely do is make it so that new crowns items should be free, just maybe for the first week and announced, and maybe there could be a way to test it in PvP. Maybe you just test it to see if it's something you want, and maybe if it really is broken, they could actually take the feedback that they get from this testing phase and, you know, do something with it. Or if it's useless, then, you know, maybe they can strengthen it so people actually spend money on it. I think specifically with mate casts and specifically with things that people are more likely to buy for PvP, there has to be some way of testing it. This is one idea that I definitely think, much like how test run works, it has to be something that's implemented into the game somehow. Otherwise, there will be more and more problems that arise in PvP. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think a part of the reason why I made this video was just to make the announcement that these wands even exist, but also to give my view on it. Also, you know, try to analyze the problems that lead to things like this happening. If you want to steal pit mechanic, add it as a spell. There's tons of, there's spells that do that. There's Lord of Winter that takes away pips. Mana Burn takes away pips. Celestial Calendar steals a pip. Those aren't necessarily that bad. Those are actually cool mechanics. As far as mate casts that do anything close to stunning or accuracy debuffing, anything that can make you lose a turn, my humble opinion, those should not be in the game. But as always, guys, that's my opinion, but always, you know, it's important to get your opinion, especially because Wizard101 does watch the videos that I post. They definitely see the feedback in the comment section. This is the truth, so make sure you let us know, let me know, let the world know what your opinion on it is. I actually really do want to know what y'all's opinion. Do you guys think that, let's say these were free, would you use those over the wands that you have already? Or do you think, like, you know, as in the example of this, it's not even like that worth it? But also, my mans, let me know what you would do to change these wands so maybe they can actually be fun to buy but also not broken. As always, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you drop a like if you did. Make sure you drop a sub if you're new. And as always, my mans, there's tons of links in the description, including my Twitch, my Twitter, my Discord, and my Instagram. If somebody has not told you that you're awesome today, they doing something wrong. News announcer sauce out, because apparently Wiz can't announce the news themselves. Thank you for watching the video. Stay awesome, brother. And yeah.